us on 5 Live Drive as we find out the groups in the World Cup draw live from Washington, D.C.
Then from 7, stay with us for a special 5 Live Sport as we break down what the draw means for England, Scotland and potentially Wales and Northern Ireland.
The FIFA World Cup 2026 draw, Friday from 4 on 5 Live and BBC Sounds.
This is 5 Live Sports with Steve Crossman.
Listen on BBC Sounds.
Full-time scores for you then so far today in the Scottish Premiership. Hibs 1, Celtic 2 and Rangers 0, Falkirk 0. Live score into the second half is Livingston 0, Aberdeen 0. In the Premier League, Crystal Palace 1, Manchester United 2, Villa 1, Wolves 0, Forest 0, Brighton 2 and West Ham 0, Liverpool 2, which leaves us with the crescendo of this Premier League Sunday. Chelsea versus Arsenal in 20 minutes' time. Inside Stamford Bridge with the team news' correspondent John Murray.
Yes, the players are down on the pitch, warming up. The spectators are taking their seats. One Chelsea supporter has just arrived at the top of the East Stand here and is breathing rather heavily. It is quite steep, but you want to be in your seats and in your places for the start of this match. I think the main piece of team news, again, just to repeat it, that there is no William Saliba for Arsenal. I guess possibly still Arsenal supporters will be only just finding that out. He picked up a knock in training, we are told, so we already knew there'd be no Gabriel, no Saliba either, so Hincapié and Mosquera play together in central defence for Arsenal. And for Chelsea, I think the main news is that Estevao keeps his place in the team and Cole Palmer, the returning Cole Palmer, is on the bench. So the Chelsea team, Sanchez, Gusto, Fofana, Chalobah and Cucurella, then James, Caicedo and Fernandes in the middle, Estevao and Neto wide and João Pedro through the middle. And the Arsenal team, Raya, Timber, Mosquera, Hincapié and Calafiori, Zubimendi and Rice, Saka, Eza and Martinelli in the absence of Trossard, who picked up an injury against Bayern Munich. Merino again up front. However, Gabriel Jesus and Gyökeres are named as substitutes by Arsenal, as well as the club captain Martin Odegaard. So there we are, Mosquera and Hincapié, Steve, I think will be the talking point first of all.
You might be right. Pat Nevins alongside John for commentary. Afternoon, Pat.
Good afternoon.
Well, I hope this stat is right because I've spent about 20 minutes on it. Okay, so here we go. This is the second time in Arsenal's last 135 Premier League games, which goes back to a 5-0 defeat at Manchester City in August 2021, that neither Gabriel nor Saliba will feature for Arsenal. I think that says a lot, Pat, about the partnership and the strength of those two players over the years and what Arsenal will miss today.
And the stunning understanding that they've had with each other. So they're an amazing partnership. Is there a better partnership around in world football at the back? I'm not sure, but they're certainly hard to get past, and also they're both dangerous going forward. So yeah, they will be missed. Does that mean, Arsenal fans should be worried sick? Well, I'm not so sure about that. I like Mosquera. I think Happy is a decent player as well. Chelsea's strengths aren't always directly through the middle. Sometimes wider. Neto's very, very important player. Estevao, I'm sure we'll go on to him in a little while. So, yeah, it's a bit of a disappointment for Arsenal, but through a season, you're going to miss players. They've missed various ones, big ones. They've managed it so far. Okay, maybe this is the biggest one, but they're capable.
And I'm just looking down, Steve, I've been watching Gabriel Ainson, very much a part of Mikel Arteta's staff, working, I would say, quite intensively with the two of them as they're preparing to play in this match, Hincapié and Mosquera. But I think, as we've talked over the course of the last week or so, the win against Tottenham, Hincapié played in that one with Saliba. The win against Bayern Munich, Mosquera played in that one with Saliba. So even though at the time he didn't know it, what it means is both of them have been involved in really high pressure matches over the course of the last week. And one of those matches that you're talking about, when there was neither Saliba nor Gabriel, that was just a month ago when Mosquera and Hincapié played together. Okay, it was the Carabao Cup, but it was against Brighton, and Arsenal came through that with a 2-0 win.
Well, just one other thought about it. Going to really look closely at Zubimendi and Rice at the start of the game. Will they sit a little bit deeper to give a little bit more cover in front? That might be interesting if Arteta feels that those two need a little bit more, but we'll need to wait to the start of the game to see if that is the case.
John, the thing that occurs to me about this is, and Pat is obviously right, you know, we've seen how Arsenal have dealt without Ødegaard at times and without Saka at times and without Gyökeres more recently as well. If they win well today, without Gabriel or Saliba, you know, we're getting to the stage where there are no more hurdles. That doesn't mean they're going to win the league, but there will be no more hurdles, surely, for Arsenal. They will have shown they can do without anybody.
What, so no one can stop them now?
I didn't say that. But this was the problem previously, isn't it? They probably would have won the league title a few years ago had they been able to keep both Gabriel and Saliba fit.
Had they had the strength and depth that they do now is probably the case. I just think that they are involved in, you know, they're chasing success on all fronts. So it's entirely possible that they will need that deep squad. And I think as well what Wednesday did, that win against Bayern Munich, that now kind of makes everyone across Europe think that Arsenal are the best team in Europe. So they're top of the Premier League, they're top of the Champions League table, and they are by definition there to be shot at. But they're in a strong position to be shot at.
Ooh, bit of drama in Qatar. Safety car out. Harry Benjamin.
Big crash for Nico Hulkenberg in the Sauber after contact with Pierre Gasly's Alpine. Hulkenberg out of the car and